Welcome everybody. This is Retro Bliss Gaming, and I'm your boy Retro Bliss. And have you played your Atari today? Well, we're about to do that. And so I'm going to adjust my camera here. It looks like I kind of have a little bit of a angle problem. There we go. A little bit better. So I want to get a little business out of the way today first. First of all, I was doing some crunching some numbers on the channel because we've been growing a lot lately. I want to give my gratitude and appreciation to you guys for that. And I was crunching the numbers, and it looks like the hours that we're getting from my subscribed viewers is actually doubled. So the hours that I'm getting from my subscribers is doubled than what it used to be, meaning that you guys are returning to watch my content. So, which is telling me that you're liking what we're doing, and I really appreciate you guys doing that. If there's something that you guys like to see, please let us know. If there's something that that we're not doing that you think we should be doing, please let us know. We want to improve the channel. We're fairly new. We've only been doing this for about a year, and we definitely want to entertain you guys, have some fun, and that's why we're doing this. We're not making any money at this by any means, not a penny. Matter of fact, we're spending money to do this. You know, it's a hobby, really, is basically all it is. But we're definitely having fun at it. So I wanted to say thank you to all you guys that watch all the time and come to the chats and interact and let us know how we're doing. And so I also wanted to thank Joel Fritz. Joel Fritz is one of our longtime subscribers to the channel. And yesterday we were streaming a game called Dragon's Descent for the 7800. And it's a homebrew. And I kind of thought I had the gist of it, but I couldn't find the manual to it anywhere. And I had been looking online. And so I had mentioned in my stream that I couldn't find the manual. So he had scanned his manual. He actually had the game, and he scanned his manual, and he had sent me a Facebook message with the manual. So I wanted to let him know that I printed the manual. I have the manual, and I'm going to read this bad boy. And I'm going to play that game, and I'm going to figure it out. And when I do, we're going to stream that game again, and we're going to do better this time. So we didn't do horribly, considering it was the first time that we had played. Uh-oh. Okay. I want to make sure we're doing okay. It looks like we're doing okay on one end, but it looks like on another end we're not doing okay. So I'm going to continue on for here just a second. So anyway, I also have one other thing that I want to say. Yesterday in that stream of the 7800 episode, we were doing the homebrew games. One of our friends, he goes by the name Get Lost Games. We had promised that we were going to do some 2600 games. I didn't really promise. I said I was going to try to do some 2600 games later on in the day yesterday, and the day got away from me, and I had some things that I had to do, and unfortunately I had promised my eldest son that we were going to be streaming some StarCraft, and I didn't have time to do the 2600 stream. And when we had done the 7800 stream, he had wanted me to stream some Solar Fox for the 2600. So that is what we're going to do today. We are going to stream some Solar Fox for the 2600. And I have a list of other games too. I'm going to give you a list of the games that I have on tap. Now, these games are not set in stone. While we're here, if there are games that you would rather me play, I'm definitely open to changing those games. They're not, you know, I don't have to do them. We can do other games. Now, I can't promise that I either have them or I can't promise that I'm going to be good at them. And that's another thing too. When we do these games, if you're looking to see record-breaking performances, you've definitely come to the wrong place, because I'm a 57-year-old dude who, you know, is starting to lose his reflexes and his eyesight, and and sometimes I don't perform exactly like I used to with some of these games, but we have fun, and that's what it's all about. And we just get together and just have a good old time and interact. So that's what we're going to do. But we're going to definitely start with some Solar Fox. And Solar Fox is one of those games I never had coming up. And I want to, let me get over here. I had pulled up Wikipedia on Solar Fox, and I wanted to give kind of a summary on what Solar Fox is. Solar Fox was actually an arcade game released in 1981 by Bally Midway, and it was ported to the 2600 by CBS Electronics. So I never played the arcade game either, so there's a picture here of the arcade game, and so obviously the 2600, it can't really replicate arcade graphics quite that well. But it's not always about the graphics. It's usually about the gameplay. And from what I can tell, from what little bit I've played of this game, I would say that the gameplay does quite well. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna play some games, and we're gonna start with Solar Fox. So without further ado, if you guys are so inclined, we're going to do that. So let's get to it. I don't remember getting killed. How'd I get killed? Well, I tried to get over. Man. Oh. Oh, that's horrible. I couldn't even get past the first level. All right, let's roll. Let's go. I thought I was gonna have time to get over. Doggone it. Oh! Didn't get over. I did better. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I just got a text. There's a tornado about 10 miles up the road. Yeah, the phone blew up in my back pocket, and I'm like, what's going on here? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I normally don't let that kind of thing disturb me, but it's going off in my back pocket. I'm like, what's going on? I think I'll be all right, but I got my phone handy here. So I live in the Midwest. I live in the Cincinnati area here, and yeah, we're susceptible in the springtime to tornadoes from time to time. We have had some bad ones. Back in the 70s, we're south of Xenia, Ohio, and there was a tornado in Xenia. Very same year, there was one actually in Sailor Park, which is in the Cincinnati. It is in Cincinnati, but in Xenia, my grandfather, he lived in Xenia, and he was waiting at a train stop, and the tornado tipped the train over, and the top of the train hit the front edge of my grandfather's truck and kind of messed him up. But luckily he was okay. But he had some injuries from that. But luckily he was okay. Unfortunately he passed away some time ago. But yeah, tornadoes. There's nothing to mess around with. So let's go on. Let's play some more. Hey, Atari information report. Hey, my friend, I subbed to your channel. I looked. Oh, dog on it. I can't walk and chew gum. Sorry, my friend. Man, you have some very interesting information on your channel. Regarding, some of the current goings on at the Atari Corporation as it's known today. Doggone it. I haven't played. I never had this game as a kid, and I've not played it much. Yeah. If you would, if you guys are interested, if you like information on Atari, I think it would be an interesting thing for you to check out his channel. He seems, I don't want to say he has exclusive scoops, but he seems to get some good information on the goings on at Atari. He specifically had a recent one on Atari's doing they're not a GoFundMe, but they're doing they're asking for money, pre-orders for advanced gaming. This is a so-called established video game company asking for money to develop games, and he gives a very interesting take on this. I was very intrigued by his take on this, so definitely worth looking into. Zigged when I should have zagged, looks like. Okay, let's play again. I like this game. You know, I don't want to call you Air because I like the acronym, but I don't want to confuse people. So I'm gonna call you by your name, Atari Information Report. Atari Information Report. I don't know who they have developing the games that they have been releasing, like the Recharge series and whatnot. And last time you were on, we were talking about like this game right here, the 50th anniversary series and whatnot. And you were talking about the the VCS and the VCS games that they're releasing. I don't know who's developing the games for them, but you know, I try to support them. But I do that through the games that they're releasing. And I'm even doing it to an extent from games I already have in my collection, to be honest with you. On the 50th anniversary, man, I got a lot of these games. Oh, I got a lot of these games already. Now, the Recharge ones I don't, but on the 50th, and a lot of these I got. Either own or I can emulate. You know? I mean, the hat I'm wearing, I bought it at a retail establishment. I'm sure they got kickback on that. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Atari's greatest achievement was when they created the original VCS, and you know, I think they were onto something when they doggone it. I cannot walk and chew gum, guys. You know, they really had a quality product in the 8-bit computers. They really did, man. I really do think so. I had the 800XL, and they had a lot of games for it too. I meant to go down. But it was such a powerful thing, and they really should have, in my opinion, pushed it as a gaming system along with a computer system. And I don't know why they didn't. It was almost like they were afraid to, and I don't get that. So we're gonna play some more Solar Fox. I want my friend Get Lost Games to get on here, because I want him to see that I am playing this game for him. I told him I would play this for him. I was going to try to play it yesterday, but I just could not get on. I had promised my son that I was going to play some StarCraft 2, and I had to do that, and I had to choose. So We're doing this one today for Get Lost Games. Oh, you know what I just realized? Wait a minute, I can push the button and speed up. Duh! Sometimes speeding up's not good, though. Oh. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm glad I just figured. I'm glad I did finally figure it out. So, you can push the button and speed up. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Which, by the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you like retro gaming, I got the most retro thing. I got my most recent video posted today, and it's probably going to be the most retro thing that I ever post on my channel. And it's the Coleco electronic quarterback. I had one of those as a kid, man. They were awesome. Yeah, I put a little video on there about that. I had a lot of fun with that. So, yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Let's play this again. Oh, dang it. Well, hop on. Ah, doggone it. Yeah, I didn't have the baseball one. All right, let's reset. It's almost like that just appeared out of nowhere. Huh? What? I'm not good at this. You know, Mattel had their version. Mattel had their version of football, but you couldn't pass. But to be honest with you, on the Coleco version, I never did it anyway. Because you only have one blocker in the pass mode. And if you had a defender between you and the quarterback and the receiver, if you passed the ball, then it was intercepted automatically, and you could only throw it, 4 or 5 yards. So I could always just run further with the 2 blockers. So that's just what I always did. So watch the video, you'll see it's kind of funny to watch me play. It's kind of funny to watch me play because you wouldn't think I would remember how to do it after all these years, but I kind of did. Ah. What is going on today? Go. Oh, I just ran right into him. I hit the button real fast and went right into him. Oh, really? Ran right into that bad boy. Hey, Chris is in the house. Oh. Why weren't you allowed to play it, Chris? Now, see, I had a cousin that lived about an hour, almost 2 hours away from us, and he was an only child, and he got whatever he wanted. And I was one of 3 brothers. And we didn't always have a lot coming up. I mean, we always had our needs met, and we always had fun and played and that kind of thing. But, a lot of times, like, we begged and pleaded to get our Atari 2600, but when it came to, like, the games and, like, we had to play on an old 13-inch black and white, and we had to scrimp and save and mow yards and everything to get our games. Our parents didn't buy our games for us. We had to buy our own. And, you wouldn't think that, games were only $20. Well, $20 back in the late 70s was like, $40-50 now. And when you're a kid, when you're, 12 years old or whatever, that's a lot of money. So, my cousin, he had, I can't even remember the name of the toy. He had like this little robotic toy that you could program the direction. It was like this little space car that you could program which direction it would go and how the distance it would go, and and that kind of thing. And then he would have, it was, you know, he'd have, it was like a, I can't even the name, it was like red, but it was like a Simon Says, but it had like the, it almost looked like a cell phone, but it had these dots in the middle. I can't remember what the name of it was. And he had all these things, and I'm like, wow, what are those things? And then, but he wouldn't share. And of course, his mom didn't make him share. So we could never play him. And we, you know, every time we'd go up there, us boys would always drool at his toys because we always wanted them, you know. So yeah, it made us appreciate what we did have. So when I was able to get something like this, you know, I was just thrilled to death. So of course I played it to death too. So I had a 2600, I had the Coleco, and then I had my comic books, and that was about all. You know, other than that, we played outside. That's what we did as kids. That's about all we did, you know. So, but we were happy. We were happy. We had fun. I shouldn't say that's all we did, because we were content. We were content. You know, no matter what you have, you always want more. It doesn't matter who you are, how rich you are, how poor you are. Whatever you have, you're always going to want more than what you have. It's not what you have. It's what, you know, what you do with what you have, and how fulfilled you become with what you have. So, all right, let's continue on. I'm gonna play a couple more games of this, and we're gonna move on. I was hoping that Get Lost Games was gonna get on here because I want him to see me play this. So, yeah, you got the hand-me-down. Chris got the hand-me-down. He got the Atari after the NES came out. See, now I was different. I actually got the Atari the year it came out. That's how old I am. I'm 57. It came out in 77, and I got it in 77. I was 12. So, yeah. Now, yeah, I feel your pain though. I feel your pain though. But so if you got the hand-me-down, you probably inherited some games with that though, didn't you? And if so, what kind of games did you inherit? Oh, dog. You know, when you push the button, you go faster, but the things that come out are also faster too. Doggone it. I went down, and as soon as I went down, they shot right at me. Oh, you had the junior? Oh, come on, people. Oh, you got to be joking me. I don't even remember going to the right. All right, you know what? I think you guys have seen me mess up too many times on this one. You know what? I think it might have been. Let me look that up. Let me look that up. I remember what it looked like. That's it. Because the buttons were on top. That's exactly what it was. That dirty dog. Yeah, he got that. That little dog. That wasn't that. Oh, I'm getting mad thinking about it. Are you serious? Maybe I think I'm gonna download that picture so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Give me a minute. I'm gonna show y'all this picture. I think you guys can see that. Yep. This is called the Big Tracks. This is what my cousin had. And he could program it and it would go places, and he could tell it what to do. And we were very intrigued by this thing, and we wanted to play with it and learn how to program it and whatnot. And he didn't really want to share, and we wanted to play with it regardless of whether he wanted to share or not. And of course, you know, he'd go and tell his mom, and his mom would come in and, you know, chastise us for playing with his toy. And so, yeah, I'm not bitter about it though. Okay, there we go. All right, let's move on. We're gonna move on. E.T. and Journey Escape. Yeah, those were great games. Oh my gosh, man, you were sucking hind tit from the beginning. All right, let's see. I have on the 2600 game list. These are the games I have on the list: Joust, Lock and Chase, Popeye. Don't laugh, but I have Skydiver and Enduro. If y'all don't say anything in the next few seconds, I'm going to pick Joust. So, I know there's a little bit of delay from the time I speak till the time you guys I'm not great at Robot Tank. And I'm not great at we're not doing Custer's Revenge. No, dude. Nuh-uh. This is a family show, dude. Dude, you ain't right. Dude, you ain't right. I got a granddaughter that watches this sometimes. All right, Joust it is. Cannabis, you're a trip, my brother. You are a trip. Oh, I love you, man. I love you. All right, let's do Joust. I know you're kidding, man. You know, honestly, the graphics weren't good at all anyway, and so there's really no way anybody could ever get turned on by anything like that, you know, but it's just the point. Why? That's all I want to know. Why? To me, it's kind of indicative as to it to me it contributed to the video game crash, if you ask me. Just another one of those third-party video game companies out there putting out. I'm gonna be honest, crap. It's what it was. Just what it was. All right. Oh, I gotta get used to this control because this control is different from the 7800 that I've been playing lately. And there's so much flicker in this. Why is there? I can't. They're disappearing on me. I can't see them. Oh Lord. Where am I at? You see me? Where'd I go? Well, you dog. Everything's disappearing. I don't know why. Maybe I ought to pull out the 7800 version of Joust. It's better. Are you guys seeing the flicker too? Everybody's disappearing on me. Where'd it go? Where are they at? For goodness sake. Well, it's hard to win if you can't see your enemy. I don't remember that. I'm gonna start this over. Maybe it's a. Let me start the emulator over. I'm hoping it's. Seems to be a little better. Nope. Nope, they're disappearing on me again. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, almost gone. I don't know where they're at. Really? Oh. Do you see that? This isn't going well today. I don't remember the Joust being this flickery. Now where'd I go? Where am I at? Where are my enemies? Where'd I go? Are you guys seeing all this? Let me see if there's something in emulation that I can change. Okay, video. Give me a moment, guys. I apologize. I don't understand. I don't understand why there's the flickering's happening. What would be causing that? Usually with the only thing I could think is it's the renderer. Let me change the renderer. This I don't like doing that. Let me try it. Okay. Let me move my mouse so I can. Oh, well, that was my fault. That wasn't the. Not flicker? No, is it? Oh, I almost got it. Not flickering. Oh, I hate that thing. Oh, you dirty dog. I've been playing too much of the 7800 version lately. Ah, change back. Oh, they're changing. Doggone it. Ah, that was better. What do you think, guys? You think that was better? Oh, you guys can't. It's not. Oh, no, it's not working for you, is it? Okay, that renderer's not working. So let me change it back. It's working. It's working on my end, but it's not working. Yeah, you can hear me though, right? Because yeah, I have a stream of my thing going on here. Believe it or not, man, I scored like 15,000 points. I could see the game perfectly, but it wasn't streaming. I don't understand. So I put the renderer back to where it was. We're not going to play Joust anymore. I don't know why it was flickering. I'm going to have to figure that out at some point. But anyway, so I'm going to play the next game on the list now. Unless you have another option, it's going to be Lock and Chase. So, yeah, I know. I don't get it. It's really weird. Now I'm playing. I don't know if you guys are aware of how streaming goes. There's different ways to stream, but the most common way that people stream these days is through an open source program called OBS, and there's different ways to stream through OBS, and I stream at 60 frames per second, and then I have I play through a Stella emulator, and I have it set at 60 frames per second. And so I don't know if there's a conflict there. So I don't know what's going on. So I don't know. So anyway, Lock and Chase. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. I have to fix that. What's going wrong? I don't know what happened there. So yeah, sometimes you run into technical difficulties. So speaking of Lock and Chase, I didn't even pick this game because of that, but I am working on a video. I recently looked at on Facebook Marketplace. There was a person who had a dang it, in Television 2. They had advertising in Television 2 and 10 games for $100, but they had said untested. So I don't have an Intellivision at all, and I'm retired, and I'm basically on a fixed income. I mean, I'm not hurting, but the wife's got me on a short leash, if you know what I'm saying. And so I asked him, I said, would you take $80 for it? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, it's 10 games in here. I'll take a shot on it. So I brought it home and I filmed it, and it came with a one of those you wouldn't think it would be with an Intellivision, but it came with one of those Atari console cases. One of those plastic things where it holds like games and the console itself. So I thought, well, so I cleaned that bad boy up, and it actually had 12 games. He had only advertised 10, and it had 12. Only 11 of the 12 games worked. But one of the games that was in there was Lock and Chase, which was a good game. One of the sad things about Intellivision was that they didn't want to pay for licensing with any of these companies, you know, like Midway and, you know, for Pac-Man and whatnot. So they tried to do their own games, like Lock and Chase is their version of what you would call Pac-Man, which it's actually a very, very, very nice game, actually. And it was included in the bundle. So anyway, I cleaned this bad boy up, and it worked. Now the controllers have seen much better days. But I got a buddy that I have made in the retro community. Good to have made. His name is Brian, and he has a company that he has called BD Retro Mods, and he makes video game controllers. And he's gonna send me a he makes a custom video game controller for the Intellivision. So I'm looking forward to trying that out, and I'm gonna be doing a video on that. At some point. Oh, doggone it, it'd be nice to move. Okay. Let's see, how long have we been streaming? Okay. All right. Let's play another game of Lock and Chase here. That wasn't horrible. Now there's a way to lock to trap the policeman. Now the idea here is that you're a criminal and you're in this maze and you're trying to get away from the policeman, and you want to get out of the maze, but the only way to get out is to get all of whatever the gold or whatever is in this maze. Once you get all the gold, then you can escape through the hatch at the top of the maze. And there are these so-called doors or whatever within the maze. You can use them to block the policemen that are following you. And I think you can only do 2 at a time. And there are certain places within the maze that you can actually trap. I think they're in the bottom 2 corners. You can trap the policeman and you can get extra points. So I'm not very good at that part. So let's like that. See that? See how I trapped him? I've never been good at that. I can't believe I even did it, to be honest with you. Doggone it. I went to go up, retarded. I'll get better. But I will tell you this, the controls that came with it, I actually, when I cleaned them up, when I first put them in, they weren't really working right. But I was able to, I took some isopropyl alcohol and kind of sprayed them down at that point. I thought, well, at this, I can't hurt them. They're not really working right anyway, so might as well try. So I did, and I kind of walked away for a few days, and I had to order it. It came with a it's got RF connection, which is horrible anymore. You would think that the picture would be bad. But I think RF connection, a lot of times the connection's bad because of the converter that you put on the TV. So I ordered, oh, doggone, I went up. I'm getting selfish. I ordered one of those little, there's these little silver things you put on the end. It just plugs right in. And the picture's amazing. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, I got one of those. I got it going. Picture looks great. I plugged in the controller and they actually work. But the front face is kind of disintegrating off. So I still need the controller from Brian. So I'm still getting it. But I tried out Lock and Chase with it, and the graphics on Intellivision just so much nicer, man. Well, the things we do for 2,000 points, right? Oh, man, I'm not thinking clearly. Operation Showdown, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. You know what? I thought it was gonna freeze those guys. Ah. Ah, dog. Man, they start moving quicker on me. Tried to lure him there. Not a good move. All right, guys. All right. Here's the deal. I'm gonna play one more game. We've been playing for quite a while. Time has gotten away. I think part of it is because of the technical difficulties I was having with Joust. If you're just getting on, when I first started playing Joust, there was so much flickering going on. I don't know what happened. And so within Stella, I changed the renderer from OpenGL to I'm sorry, from 3D 3. What was it? Anyway, for what it was to 3 OpenGL, which stopped the flickering on my end, which was great, but it froze up in the stream, and I didn't realize it. And I had been playing. I was killing it, man. I had like 15,000 points. You guys couldn't see anything was going on, so I had to stop, which kind of messed things up. So I had to put it back. So everything's good now, but it kind of threw a wrench in things. So we're gonna play one more game of this, and then we're gonna call it a day on the 2600. We may stream a little bit later. If you guys are into, I know all of you are into retro gaming, obviously, or else you wouldn't be here. I don't know if you guys, any of you were ever into PC gaming, but my son and I did a lot of PC gaming. We did a lot of network gaming back in the 90s with like Red Alert and StarCraft and Quake and Unreal and that kind of thing. And so we've been wanting to stream some StarCraft 2. And so we did an episode last night, and he wants to do another one. And so I'm not sure what my time's going to be like today, but if I stream, I'm definitely going to do that again today with him if possible. But I may try to squeeze another Atari episode of some type. I don't know if it's going to be 2600. I don't know if it's going to be 8-bit. I don't know if it's going to be 7800 at this point. But we're definitely going to do some StarCraft a little bit later. But stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, hey, we're glad to have you. Thanks for coming by. Be sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. I appreciate y'all coming by. Let's do this one more time. Let's do this one more time. Lock in Chase for the 2600. I tried to lure him and I got killed. Solar Fox I did earlier, man. Was it? I thought, was it a Tesla? Was it you? I thought it was Get Lost Games who was asking for Solar Fox yesterday. Was that you? I thought that was Solar Fox. That was the first thing I did today. The very first thing I did, man. Because I wanted to do it yesterday because we talked about it, and I really felt bad that I couldn't do it. Time got away from me yesterday. Got trapped. Doggone it. Trapped myself. Boy, it gets fast paced quick, doesn't it? Oh man, I got greedy. That's it. Wow. Well, you guys, we've been at this for a little bit. I really appreciate you guys being here. As I said, we're going to do this. We're going to revisit this. Some games that I had on the list, just to let you know, some that we didn't get to. Now, we did Solar Fox earlier today. And even though you might have missed it earlier in the live stream, Tesla, the live streams do stay up. So if you want to watch us play, check out that stream. And then if you want to, we can always revisit that at a later time. So now some other games that we might I have on the list that we might do some other time is Miss Pac-Man, Popeye, Skydiver, Stampede, and Enduro. If you have some other games that you would like to see on the 2600, please let us know. I have on the agenda to do some 7800 games and some Atari 8-bit stuff. I also would like to do some Sega Master System games here. I'm kind of chopping at the bit to do maybe a few of those. But I know for sure later on today I'm going to be streaming some StarCraft 2 with my son. So we're going to do some skirmishes. I'll be on there, but you'll see his face on there too. So we'll be playing together, which is kind of cool. So turn on your notifications if you want to see that. And it might be later this afternoon. I don't know what time of day. We do that all kinds of times. So appreciate you guys being here. Chris, thanks for coming. Tesla, thanks for being here. Ricardo, thanks for being here. Ricardo Pym, if he's still here, he's a programmer. He does 2600 games. He has a lot of he's done Hero 2, Space Pac-Man, Asteroids Attack, the Pac-Zuma series. He's got Spider I want to say Spider Fighter, but it's not Spider Fighter. I'm having a brain fart, Ricardo. I'm sorry. There's some others too. But anyway, I can't think of them right now. I'm having a little bit of a problem here. And then Cannabis Kid, as always. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, Cannabis Kid, man. You're something else. So, but if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We'd love to have you. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Be part of what we're doing here. We'd love to have you. If there's something specific that you want to see, please let us know. We actually have an email address, retroblissgaming@gmail.com. If you want to contact us for any reason, please send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. So with that, you guys have a blessed day, and we will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.